It is March the 30th, and 4 more teams have a shot at a guaranteed playoff berth tonight, including the Toronto Maple Leafs. They can clinch a playoff spot tonight in what seems like a second home for them in Ottawa. The Senators, on the other hand, will try and take the crowd out of the game as they finish up and sell their fans hope. It's the Senators on the attack. Zach Smith back in the lineup after missing a few games with a back injury. Jean-Gabriel Pageau is with him, and Max Verano in his 8th game in the National Hockey League. Here's Tavares looking for 46, and he just missed and a great chance in front. Tyler Ennis. Connor Brown takes over. Nice job by Christian Jaros to cut him off with the pass, and the puck's cleared back to center. And a bouncing puck. Marincin can't handle it. That was Travis Dermott back in the lineup after missing 14 games who got that shot. Cut off at the line, a clearing attempt, and a shot off the end of the stick of Anderson by William Nylander, who's had a couple of shots early on.
The youth on this team. Here's Colin White trying to go up the middle and puts it right on the stick. And Anderson out aggressively, and as every goaltender will tell you, yeah, that's part of my equipment. I knew exactly what I was doing right off the knob of the stick.
Forwards are trying to change here as Riley aerials the puck to center, but back in comes Chris Tierney. Drops the puck off for Balcers to the blue line. DeMello pitches in. Big hit along the boards, but the puck comes out to Zach Hyman. Backhand shot on Craig Anderson. Connor Brown comes back and gets the puck. Frederic Gauthier will start the breakout. Got to center. That's standing up. Ben Harper at 6'6" did a nice job there. And a regroup. Oscar Lindberg takes the puck. Here he comes. He's in alone, and he made a move and was trying to set up Payarvi instead of shooting. It looked like he had a lane straight to the net.
Really good aggressive play by Morgan Riley. That's a split-second decision, but if you're going to go, you got to go all out, and he sprawled and made the play defensively.
The Maple Leafs still have the puck and have to regroup. Hyman is in. Tavares is with him. Marner's there as well. They'll go around to the boards to Zaitsev, and he threw the puck at the net. Anderson made the save. Muzzin with a harder shot from the other side, and that's kicked aside by Anderson.
Don't dare ask for something different until you've established yourself.
Oh, there's a pass up the middle, and Nylander put the puck on net. Anderson had to be sharp, trying to find room. Riley dumps the puck in off the glass. Chabot is back. Marlowe's right on him. A centering pass. Kadri couldn't get a shot. Now he does, and a nice save by Craig Anderson. Kadri. Marlowe deals with the defenseman so that the puck gets out to center. Kasperi Kapanen, drop pass. Dermott with a shot. There's a rebound. Dermott's backhander. That's kicked away by Craig Anderson, who didn't flinch, didn't move. And Matthews, he'll protect the puck against CC, trying to advance it. Too many Senators there, so Riley jumps up to help. He'll pass the puck onto the wing to the net. Anderson's down and makes the save as Matthews and Johnsson went to the net looking for a tip. Matthews advances the puck, gets it back, stops up and goes back to the blue line. Dermott, as the penalty expires, Matthews into the middle, shoots. Anderson made the save. Puck is still loose. Johnsson can't find it. Matthews is looking for it. 5 Senators were right around the blue of Anderson, and they kept the puck out and cleared it. Lindberg tried to tip the puck in for Ottawa, couldn't do it. Matthews. Check by Payarvi. Oscar Lindberg into the middle. Quick shot, score! That was in and out off the stick of Anthony Duclair in the blink of an eye. 1-0 Ottawa.
There's a play on the boards that Matthews tried to hit it backhand off the boards and get it to his forehand to go the other way. Instead, a good play there by Payarvi, and here's just a bomb. Sparks' reaction was hearing that puck hit behind him. Lindberg with the soft little pass right in the wheelhouse. 5-hole on that one, over the stick between the legs, and Duclair with the fist pump.
Christian Wolanin holds the puck in. Cody Ceci hammers a shot that didn't get through. Dermott had his stick disintegrate, and Brady Tkachuk has the puck. Worked it to the front of the net. Wolanin just missed on the rebound. Jumped right in though. Here's Christian Wolanin again out front. A bouncing puck. Tkachuk couldn't put it in. Couple of chances there from Lindberg and then Tkachuk. Wolanin gets a chance to move the puck out, and it's turned over the blue line again. Andreas Johnsson. Matthews, great save by Anderson. Had to be quick to get across. Matthews let it go in a hurry. Kasperi Kapanen caught from behind. Here's Tavares heading for the net. Backhander, what a save. Beauty of a save by Anderson. Into the attacking zone, goes wide, and he got by Jaros. Left the puck behind the net, fighting out front. Tavares whacking away at it, still loose in front of the net. Anderson's down and he's able to cover up. Matthews hovering around the front of the net at the start of his shift and the end of Tavares as they tried to beat Greg Anderson and Kent. The second period, chances on every shift. There's another one out of the corner. Duclair comes in, out front. Payard returns, scores! Dangerous indeed. 2-0 Ottawa.
It's one that gets away from him. It looks like a nothing play. He can't control it there. Right there. He thought he had it for a second, then went and reached for it. And instead, turning around, he's on his knees, and he gets to his right with the quick spin around by PRV. Look at, he thought the puck was going to go to his right side, so he opened the 5-hole, and that's twice now. His reaction was one, yeah, let that rebound go away, and bad things can happen. I just feel like Marner's going to create something, isn't he?
Here, Nylander tonight.
Yeah.
Here's Marner. Look at that. Knock the puck out of the air to get control of it.
You think of playoffs, you need bounce-back shifts, and so you get scored on, your top line comes out. How about this puck control? I'm going to hit it. You see players do this and warm up all the time. Control it twice, try to get it to settle down and make a play on the net. There's another one off the knob of the stick of Anderson.
Turns, and here he goes into the attacking zone once more. Tavares in great position, keeps the puck in, knocked out of the air by Marner. That would have been close, but it went wide.
Every now and then he's got to shoot that puck and allow a rebound if he doesn't score.
Mitch hasn't scored a power play goal since January. Here's Matthews, he scored right there, and it's a 2-1 game.
And there you go. The curl and drag around the stick of DeMello and then up and over the crook of the arm of Anderson. No chance for Anderson to make that save, and Matthews, as he's done so often, brings the Leaf fans to their feet.
See how this game changes. Ottawa coming back. Tierney waiting for help. Drop the puck off to Chabot. Now he's caught. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. Connor Brown shoots. He scores!
Two perfect shots. One by Matthews on the power play. That one right to the same spot over the arm of Anderson, off the bar and in, and just in a blink of a second, it's a tie game.
Marleau tried to get the puck back to the point. He stumbled, and the Senators are through center. Trailer is Cody Ceci. He shoots. He scores!
And wow, this is what playoff hockey brings, isn't it, Jim? The change in momentum, how quickly a game can turn. That should have been a penalty.
Here's a giveaway and one off the bar. Muzzin accepted that pass. There was a clearing attempt that had another great chance, and you could hear it hit the pipe and stay out. Leafs are dead tired and can't get off the ice, and the Senators won't give up the puck. Finally, a block by Marner. Straight up the middle. Here's the opportunity. Marner! Stopped by Anderson. Hyman to Marner, and the save of the night. It's still 3-2. Into the corner, here's Tavares. Protected the puck against White. In comes Marner, but he tripped over Tavares. That allows the Senators to get to center. Duclair heads for the open net and scores. 42 save night for Greg Anderson. They hold off a spirited comeback attempt by the Maple Leafs and win 4-2. The Ottawa Senators over the Leafs.